Hello everyone, this is Father the Everchosen, back in Total War Warhammer 2. We're going to be jumping into a quick battle with Tomb Kings again. This video should be coming out Wednesday at 12:30. I'm going to be fighting this battle just after the two videos I recorded for Tuesday, but the video later today, the one that should be coming out at 6:30, I will have recorded that day. So I'll have had some time for everything to sink in. I'm busy Tuesday nights, so I always try to pre-record some videos for Tuesday day and for at least the first part of Wednesday. But we'll be jumping in, and hopefully we'll walk away with a victory. The victory against the Greenskins and the defeat against Norska, obviously still fresh in my mind from yesterday's videos. We will hopefully be able to take what we learned there and apply it here. Again, if we're on an big open map, unless the enemy that we're going against is, even if it has a chance of bringing big monsters, I think. So this map, I probably could. I think Khatep is just a good lord, but against the Empire, so the Empire's got just a lot of versatile stuff. I still think I could probably sit back, we're gonna not have my will be done, and we're going to take off the curse, leave the two spells we always do, take that, we're going to take a Necrotech, and we'll come back to that, probably take a Tomb Prince as well. Actually, we'll hold off on the Tomb Prince for now. We are going to take King Nikesh, the Scorpion Legion, and some basic skeletal spears. Grab our standard archers. And I think we'll take Chosen of the Gods. I'm going to take two Tomb Scorpions. I think they can go up and hunt together. Hopefully I can keep them, safe. We're going to grab 2 units of Carrion. They'll be up there to support. I know this is a lot, of micro, but these Carrion can be very important for taking out war machines, which is that's going to be their sole purpose. And these Tomb Scorpions hopefully will be able to assist them in keeping infantry from just taking them out right away. The Necrotech is important because he can heal these 3 units, but these 2 aren't going to be near. So perhaps let's think. I'm going to grab these Sepulchral Stalkers. Their spit attack is actually very good against infantry, against large blobs, but I'm going to keep them mainly as the rear line to protect Khatep and the archers against things like demigryphs. I know demis probably would be able to tear them apart, but if they can hold a unit of demigryphs off for even a moment, it'll be worth it. And I think at that, maybe just some regular skeleton horsemen, try to chase down any routing units, slap some upgrades on them, and is that worth it? So it changes their missile damage by 3, and their melee attack, melee defense, and leadership all go up. I think that's more worth it than putting it on skeleton archers. So we'll keep it like that. Keep these guys a little buffed up. The Necrotech is going to be right there with them. and keeping, you know, what I can alive. All right. And we're gonna just give him an extra second to finish picking his army. I hate when people load in and they've already got their army loadout and they just ready up right away, putting you kind of under the gun. I like the etiquette that most people play by on multiplayer. I know it's not as prevalent, but it was a little more in the early days. I think most people now, you know, give people some time. You know, I picked that army, not super fast, but I still ended up giving him about, you know, 30 seconds to finalize his picks, and then he's still gonna have, you know, a minute. So I don't feel like I put him under the gun. But hopefully, you know, we'll stagger a line like normal. Keep King to catch the Scorpion Legion right there in the middle. And as long as, you know, I really don't know what kind of Empire force I would be super worried about. You know, the Empire, you kind of always have to be worried about any kind of force. You know, if they brought, you know, if they brought a bunch of Hellblaster volley guns, you know, the Sunmaker and 2 of those, probably wouldn't be great, but hopefully the Carrion, and I get lucky, I get the open field. They've got to deploy in the woods, so if they do have any siege, it's going to have to be, or any artillery, it's going to have to be right here or up in this left-hand pocket. And they're going to be downhill, so that's going to be advantageous for me, not having to shoot uphill with the Casket of Souls. And the Casket of Souls is probably going to be always a good pick against the Empire, because the Empire is never going to bring an all cavalry or all big monster. Which, I mean, they don't have any big monsters, but they're not going to bring a force that you can't contend with. Actually, this will be risky. I'm going to go a weaker front line, only so that I can deploy my archers in the gaps. And if I see a wizard, I'll have to drop back. Enemies have more troops than I do, which isn't terribly surprising. But Khatep right there. Put the Necrotect. Ushabti. Actually, I think I'm going to put those Ushabti right in the front lines. But off to the side, so then I can pull them off. We'll keep these Sepulchral Stalkers off to the side here. We're not going to deploy that close to the front anyway. But on top of that, I think we should be able to we'll Vanguard deploy these Nehekara horsemen off on this side, along with, we'll kind of stagger out the Carrion, and I think we'll put the Tomb Scorpions here. We'll put the Tomb Scorpions and one of the Carrion here, and then we'll put the other Carrion on the other side with the Nehekara horsemen. And hopefully, Exile of Neck. This here we'll actually angle these two, so they're going to still have to loop. We'll angle these guys in. So hopefully these guys are deployed far enough back that guys instantly got to get pulled back. Shift the entire army. And let's bring these guys up around this way. So they've got Hammer of Witches, Halberdiers, crossbow. They've got Volkmar, and the Jade Wizard. So, as far as I can tell at this moment, I don't have anything I'm terribly concerned about. This Hammer of the Witches, if it wants to fire on my Nehekar horseman, I mean, it's got a lot of ammunition. But if it wants to use some of its ammo on very cheap unit, so be it. We'll start moving these carrion. Get the Tomb Scorpions going. Tomb Scorpions really only have to worry about those halberdiers, I think. That Hammer of Witch is just devastating. And it's not like most artillery where you can, you know, I've taken, I think, 3 shots off of it. So it's not like I'm really depleting it a crazy amount. If I can get Khatep to shoot them instead. Let's keep them moving. Obviously, you know, these skeletal horsemen are going to get killed. Not expecting anything from them. A little bit of discovery. Start moving these Tomb Scorpions in a little more. We'll advance just a tiny bit more. Alright. Those crossbowmen took a nice shellacking there. Alright, they got silver bullets back here. We're gonna have to get these Tomb Scorpions going. These to the back. And of course, Khatep is suffering. He will continue to suffer greatly at the hands of the Hammer of Witches. Should be able to just sneak this unit right on in. Let's keep it moving. Alright, burrow under the sand and there we go. It hasn't taken a Hammer of Wishes offline, which is unfortunate. These guys need to keep advancing. Need to make sure the Hammer of Witches gets offline, like yesterday. We're gonna move him up. I think now I can afford to. Let's start moving this Tomb Scorpion around a bit. This other one, if I can get him to do his nice charge animation where he goes under the ground, may be able to sink him out of there. But it's not looking super promising for that Tomb Scorpion. Let's keep this one engaged. Use your shot, you're going to start firing. Keep moving them up. I'm going to need them to fire into the back of these halberds. This Tomb Scorpion truthfully should be fine. Start firing down. the pressure on. Team Scorpion, keep moving. Firing off on Volkmar. That's very sad. Come on, move. I almost feel bad that banishment just died in infancy. Alright, come on, Team Scorpion. Definitely need to keep firing on them. Fire on these Reichsguard. Fire on these Reichsguard. Fire on these Reichsguard. Sneak this Tomb Scorpion out. Keep them alive. These Reichsguard are just demolishing. They're anti-infantry and they're just killing them. These guys aren't defensive. Hopefully they can still fire. Unfortunately, with obviously with hindsight, I can see that all of his magic is useless because I kept him all the way back here. All right, you killed it. Start firing, please. Did you start taking Volkmar out? Start taking that gentleman. Alright. Hopefully these are chopped. You can shut down these silver bullets. Nope. Back to Volkmar. Back to Volkmar. Need to keep them going. Fusion shot to target.
I have no rival.
Alright. Shot you with great bow. Fusion shot you doing good up there. Protect. Heal them.
Yes, good.
Not really what I need you to do right now, buddy. Those who shop you, those summons, very helpful. But, yeah. So, biggest thing with that, no, Khatep's still technically alive.
My way.
Do anything. Get a few more kills. Alright, and yeah. So, with that, obviously I had to push to get the Hammer of Witches offline. But I should have been moving Khatep up the whole time because his magic, you know, Sandstorm could have been doing damage to infantry. I could have been buffing, you know, the Chosen of the Gods. Or even just my basic spears. I mean, if you look, these halberds were held to no kills. This Tomb Scorpion, 72 is not bad. 14 is not good. 37 kills. You know, Volkmar was the problem. And the silver bullets didn't help. Losing the Nehekara horsemen, or the skeleton horsemen, wasn't good. You know, they didn't accomplish anything other than baiting out a few shots, which in the end didn't really matter. The Carrion, you know, did they serve their purpose? They kind of shut down the Hammer of Witches and helped the Tomb Scorpions get in there. But I think not necessarily that I have to repick the army, but maybe take off the Sepulchral Stalkers, put the Necrotech on a chariot, and, well, let's see what that would have left me with. Twice, but battle, custom, trash it, Khatep, Necrotech, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and the Chosen of the Gods. Because, yeah, I took the Sepulchral Stalkers, which were 1,200. So, okay, let's put him on his casket. We'll get rid of the curse. Get rid of my will be done. Get rid of these spells. So I would have had... Yep, that looks right. So we'll put him on that skeleton chariot. And now I'm left with 900, almost 980 points. What could I have done with an extra 980 points? Well, a lot. I could have grabbed myself a few skeleton warriors. I could have, spells. I could have grabbed, here, let's grab Sekhmet's Incantation of Skullstorm, thinking that I will move Khatep up with my army this time. I could have grabbed the Tomb Prince, taken his Rampage ability off. Actually, no, I couldn't have done that. But, at 700, maybe I bring a Screaming Skull Catapult. Maybe I bring a Nehekara Horseman. I drop the Skeleton Horseman. I could have done a lot of other things. Could have brought, the Kepra Guard. I could have brought, some Nehekara Warriors, which would have been better to have go deal with, some of those other units. But having Khatep up there would have been, so even with, we'll take this off. And let's put the Sepulchral Stalkers back in. Upgrade these guys all twice. No, once. That's what it had to have been. Oh, no. Put him back on foot. Grab the Skeleton Horseman. So that's what I was left with. But with Khatep being so far back, I couldn't use that. I didn't ever cast, so I didn't use that. And I was too far away, so I couldn't use Sandstorm. And since I didn't cast, I didn't need Arcane Conduit. So there's an extra 555 points that I could have had, even with this army. An extra 555. He just operates as an artillery platform. And I bring, another archer. Or Nehekara warriors. So, or I could have put this guy on a skeletal chariot and then, buffed these a further 2 and buffed that a further 1, So then it's doing 7 more damage. It's got a little more melee attack, melee defense, leadership, and these guys go from rank 1 to rank 3, increasing, their melee defense a little more and their leadership a little more. It just, bringing what I brought on Khatep wasn't worth it. So, walking away with another defeat, but a defeat I think I can learn from. I don't think my micro was as terrible, controlling all of that. The Tomb Scorpion, at the very least, did give me time to bring up my army, but I think, Khatep was really the key there. And, even at the end, maybe if I had more infantry left, I would have been able to bog Volkmar down, but Volkmar would have been a tough nut to crack again, especially with having that Jade Wizard there, and I'm sure he brought the Jade Griffin, so, you know, Volkmar's a beast. But hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully you guys enjoy my critical analysis of all my videos, and hopefully I'm showing some signs of improvement, and you guys are enjoying the battles, even if I'm not always winning them. I'm not afraid to show losses as long as I'm showing growth with it. So if you did like the video, please leave a like, leave a comment if you've got anything further to say, and if you like what I put out on the channel, consider subscribing. Thank you guys, and as always, I've been Father of the Ever-Chosen.